What we did with the Grammys that was unique for us, and which we felt like, frankly, catapulted that event to being the largest social television event to this day, bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than the VMAs, other major television events, was that we created an initiative called Garage to Grammys, where we encouraged the social graph to vote locally for bands that they would like to see. For their favorite band locally that they would like to see actually end up playing at a venue at the Grammys. And so we got a ton of social activation around Garage to Grammys that started that November before the Grammys actually took place in February. So really starting that to tell that story that the Grammys was coming up. And so how that manifested itself was by us also creating a two-screen experience around the night of the event. What people don't realize is that the Grammys Week is actually a pretty major initiative, pretty major event. There's a lot going on. A lot of people just think about the Grammys as happening on that Sunday. And so what we were able to do with our two-screen experience was create access to a lot of the major events that were happening during that week that led up to the big event that day. We provided exclusive access to concerts, talent, things of that nature, which people ordinarily haven't had a chance to see. And then the day of the event, we provided different camera angles, the ability to see different access points throughout the event while it actually was taking place live, which was something that we hadn't done before and proved to perform real well for us. So if we fast forward now to later in the year, we developed and created something called CBS Connect to really tap into the fact that we have over 170 million Facebook fans and Twitter followers. Instead of working with a disintermediation point like a Vigil or somebody of that nature, we thought we'd go out and do something unique on our own. And so what we've been able to do is to aggregate our Twitter and Facebook feeds starting out on CBS.com, which we launched in the July-ish timeframe. That allowed people to engage with producers, actors, etc., do live chats, things like that, all on our platform, instead of having to go through a third party. So fast forward to what we're doing in fourth quarter, and we recently launched an NCIS LA two-screen app that is going to really tap into the social graph by providing exclusive content, engaging experiences around that particular show that's going to enhance what we're doing around that show and that ultimately that viewer experience. So we're really excited about that.
And what's the opportunity for brands?
Brands can come along for the ride in a really big way. In terms of, the secret sauce we like to talk about with brands, and frankly brands bring to us all the time, is the idea of enhancing an experience or bringing a level of exclusivity to a consumer. And the way that we're looking at our two-screen experiences is truly programming for that experience, programming for that platform. So it's not simply, just a poll that might get taken. It's a piece of content that will relate to that storyline in some way, shape, or form, and really add to that overall experience. So from a brand perspective, them being involved in something like that is really appealing.